Aaron Keller just laid down the best developer update we may have ever had. A long list of things that they've been listening to feedback on are finally going to be improved, and a personal favorite for mine, the down-to-earth tone is certainly what I would prefer, as in Overwatch 1, they always sort of spoke to us like they were the deified developers that invented PC gaming because they made World of Warcraft and turned Project Titan into the Game of the Year Overwatch. It could never make a mistake or be wrong. This developer update, very different, long list of things that they're improving, very similar to the types of improvements they made to the rank system for Season 9, which has been universally praised, I think. Like, does anyone dislike the ranked improvements? Doesn't seem like it to me, where now they're applying that to a long list of things we also want fixed. First and foremost, heroes will be free to everyone at release immediately, including all of the old heroes. Starting Season 10, you're just going to get the entire hero package. I think this is a way for them to apologize for making the counter pick metagame that we have. It's like, you might as well give everyone all of the heroes because you're going to need a swap anyway in this game, so you might as well. The old justification that it was going to be kind of soft hero matchups and they're going to balance it that way just did not pan out at all, so they've corrected that. Another major improvement, now you can select the Mythic skin you want to work towards from the Mythic shop as opposed to be beholden to that season's battle pass skin if you don't like it. Like, for example, the Orisa skin just seemed like a bit of a reconfiguration of an old skin anyway, and a lot of people didn't like it, and who even really wants to be playing Orisa to begin with? So that's pretty good. If you missed out on the Mythic Genji skin from Season 1, you could select that one, for example, and work towards that. Very good. And they're going to need a reason for you to buy the battle pass now because there won't be heroes in them anymore. Aaron went to talk about some of the general philosophy towards restructuring the game, giving it a heartbeat, which is a phrase they tried to use for Overwatch 1, but I think that was more like a heart on life support for most of its life. This is actual transformative change that we've seen in Season 9, where they've restructured just the way that hit detection works and the time to kill on all across the board, and they need to balance it continuously. They're still working on it, and I believe they're making another adjustment hotfix patch to the last one that they just made because they need to do more tuning to figure it out. But overall, the game experience in Season 9 has improved, and a lot of the big bursts of impact don't come as often, but I also think the player base has adjusted their play to the new metagame, and you still kind of get rolled as like a tank player, for example. If you face multiple things, you get bursted altogether. Team shooting is still very bursty when everyone knows what they're targeting, so while on one hand, we don't get sniped as much, on the other hand, you can still get punished. Overwatch is still a hard game, and, well, there's kind of no way getting around that. Aaron talked about the ranked reset, and they're still deciding how often they want to do that. Originally, they said a year, but since he seems to be open-minded, maybe it'll happen more frequently. I think ultimately it doesn't matter too much because regardless of if there's a ranked reset or not, the meta changes so significantly. The principles and mechanics and playstyle of playing around in Ana meta is going to be entirely different than a Lucio Moira meta, where you target, how you position, what characters are good, how your ults work, everything changes. So while I'm personally not a huge fan of ranked resets, I don't think they accomplish so much. They do give you the sense of accomplishment where you can reclimb the ranks. Currently, I've been streaming for the past few weeks, mostly grinding tank, and I think I'm finally getting the hang of it. I never was a top tier tank player in any of the games. Got to Grandmasters a few times in role queue. I got higher in open queue in Overwatch 1. I think that was easier to cheese and exploit, but really grinding at my skill set playing tank, I'm nearly reaching top 1% right now, which would be just outside of top 500. I'm in shooting distance of that. That's my goal. You can watch me try to improve my gameplay on our live stream, where we've been streaming about 5 days a week. Click the link in the description of this video, and we'll be going live right as this goes live on both YouTube and Twitch. Having a lot of fun. We'll have more videos out of the stream content coming up soon. So click the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified for that. Last few things that they addressed in the developer update, that they are adding new maps. They've got Runasapi, which is the Peru map based on Ilari. I believe that's a push map. And as well, in the next season, we'll have a limited playtest on Clash, which is using the old Hanamura assets, somewhat reconfigured into a new map called Hanaoka. In Season 11, there's going to be a Caliseo rework, thank goodness, and Aaron made it clear that they're also looking to maybe reconfigure some of their dev team efforts away from just making new maps into making the older maps better. This is music to my ears. Oh my goodness. Now, maybe new players just want to see a new thing, a new art asset, a new environment to explore, but old dedicated players that played the game thousands of hours, certainly it makes the game a lot better to all of a sudden have new cover positions or new map flow that improves the game experience. So some of the maps he mentioned, including but not limited to Dorado, Circuit Royale, Numbani, Havana, Unana, which everybody wanted reworked 100 times. They tried to do some things to Havana, but I think they can definitely improve a lot of those. The sniper maps or severe dive maps with severe high ground, those are the few they're mentioning there. I like some of these maps in principle, but they always can be improved. I think the improvements to Gibraltar were insane. Just we forget how much more stressful it was without a staircase to wrap around into Streets phase. The cover positions added to Route 66 are a breath of fresh air. Junkertown was a massive win. Does anybody complain about Junkertown A anymore? With the big gargantuan cover position you can go flank to. All of these maps have been improved significantly, and I look forward to the new PvP focus. I feel like we're fully in it now, where we've got the new rank system, heroes outside of the battle pass now, everything's free, the new update cycle. I was kind of hoping that maybe they would ratchet up the hero release cadence. That's something that they teased they might do, but we'll see on how many employees they have, because they did just fire a lot of people in the last few months. Well, I think one benefit to that is that, well, maybe they're not going to be weighed down by the expectations of PvE anymore, and they're just putting all their eggs in the PvP basket, which is kind of what I wanted them to do for lots of years now. So I'm happy with these results. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think that they're addressing everything they need to address? What is left, I guess? The intensity of counterpicking perhaps is one that's going to be the top of everybody's minds. With a bit better balance, it will be less aggressive, but overall, I think the game's playing better and will just continue to play better over time. So I'm optimistic. You can check out my enthusiasm for playing the most frustrating role in the game, Tank, in the link in the description to check out the live stream right now on YouTube or Twitch. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave it a like, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to actually get notified when our videos come out. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for your Overwatch. I'll see you guys next time.